on the corner, but then we created many good opportunities. We tried to attack always, and I think it's a good win for us.
Yeah, it was an important goal, and obviously you were helped by the Crystal Palace keeper. Do you feel maybe you needed that sort of thing to get you started?
Yes, we were helped as well after 20 seconds by the post. I don't forget that. Then, but you know, it's the game, and I think we provoke our luck today by being very aggressive on the ball and wanted to attack. And then I'm very pleased for the player because they make huge efforts today.
And once you went ahead, you must be very pleased that you were able to hold on to that lead and not concede.
Yes, of course. But then we carry on trying to attack. You know, we didn't go back and try to only to wait. We tried to score the second one. We didn't. But then we have a very good attitude on the pitch today.
And the crowd certainly seemed to get behind you today. There was no disappointment from the stands at all, and especially after you went in front.
Yes, it was a nice feeling to feel the crowd behind the players. It's very important. Every time I always say that. I think today's the effort made by the player were awarded by the goal and also by the attitude of the fans. We need them, then they need us to behave like we did today. It's a football club.
And what will the win do for the confidence of the players, because they haven't won since the opening day of the season?
Of course, you can imagine that they were very happy in the dressing room, but then it's not enough to be happy too long, because we have another important game on Saturday here against Leicester. Then, but of course, it's very important to win, but every game is different. Now we have to build on this one because we win, but it was not a lucky win, I feel. It was a win we deserved, and it's very important in our situation.
Villa Park was only 2/3 full today, but the fans, of course, applauding the team at the end. They are still bottom of the league, 8 points from safety, but they had to win this one, Robin.
Yeah, very different from Acton 2 or 3 days ago when the team drew with lowly Wycombe in the FA Cup, and there was some antagonism between the players and the fans. But no, they needed to win this one. 2 Midlands derbies coming up, Leicester at home, West Brom away next couple of games. And it's an important time where Remy Gard has got to get hold of this football club and say, look at his group of players. And there'll be some players there who you say, you know what, I ain't good enough. Get them out on loan. If you have to get some with the kids and freshen it up, get players in who are going to give you a chance. Because if they can win some games and get a little bit of momentum, we never know in this league, you just never know.
Time is running out, they've got to spend, they've got to do it now.
And they're going to, Tom Fox hopped on a plane, came over to the States to meet with Randy Lerner, I think last week in emergency talks. The emergency talks weren't about Remy Gard. They support him. The emergency talks were about what Robbie Earl's saying. Who can make a difference? Who can we go by? How can we spend? They've been poor at that in the past. The Benteke and Delph money wasn't used well. Can they get it right this time around? Because we know it's at stake.
And you're buying players just very quickly who you may be playing in the Championship, so there's some players who ain't going to want to come.
Yeah, that's true. That is a predicament that Villa find themselves in. Talking of spending money, Bournemouth played today against West Ham United. Benicofove started. He cost 13 million from Wolves. For Bournemouth, he started up top. And in terms of strikers, Andy Carroll, the West Ham striker, left the game injured after 13 minutes. But it was Bournemouth, Carl, that went 1 up on 17.
Yeah, a player who started the season injured, had to wait for his Premier League debut with Bournemouth for a while. Has come in recently, played well, growing in confidence and fitness. And boy, did he deserve this goal. Mahara cracks this one, and Adrian might have been able to do better, but it did have a lot of fizz on it. It gets by the goalkeeper.
Benicofove, former Arsenal striker, with a header on 20.
And his goal-scoring record with Wolves when he moved to them in January last year was outstanding. Not his best debut. Had a couple of good looks in the game today. Does get slightly pulled, that throws his balance off here, and he sees the ball in. You can see the arm on him. But he really should do better with that.
At the other end, superb save from Artur Boruc just before the break.
Payet, perfect pace on this for Kicha Jelavic, and he's not trying to shoot this. He's trying to square it to Antonio's making that far post run, but an outstanding save. Watches it deflects. His entire body taking him one way. Boruc reaches back and with a fingernail keeps it out of the net.
Jelavic had come on for the injured Andy Carroll into the second half sub for Bournemouth. Wanitube on loan from Roma comes on for Matt Ritchie, but it doesn't go their way. West Ham with 3 goals.
What was Bilic missing? What was he waiting for? This. And it does take the slightest deflection off the top of the wall, but take nothing away from outstanding technique. And if that was slightly fortunate, this isn't. Look at Payet, little Meg on the sideline, lovely control, gets a look up and finds the one man available in a sea of red and black jerseys. It's Valencia who's just hanging out, And when the defender retreats to go try to cover the goal, that frees him up. That's a difficult finish, a lovely one.
And Valencia with 6 minutes to go makes it safe.
Well, not since David Luiz have we seen that side foot dipping technique, and this ball up and down, Borch has no chance. An incredible goal.
Significantly, it means that West Ham United have moved above Manchester United in the table. So West Ham are a point behind Spurs, who play tomorrow. West Ham sitting in 5th. Manchester United, after their draw at Newcastle, dropped down to 6th. Let's have a look at the bottom half of the table. Newcastle picking up that late point against United at St James's Park, but they remain in the bottom 3. They're still a point from safety. Bournemouth losing has tightened things up a little bit down there. Swansea under Alan Curtis until the end of the season play tomorrow, and Aston Villa remain 8 points from safety. That is the table. We're back here on Goal Zone, presented by Kia. Next.